Welcome to the Protagonist Pub. My name is Tammy. And this is where characters gather. Today, we're going to talk about the Spring into Christian Fiction 2023 read along that starts in April. It is hosted by Katie over at Paperbacks and Ponytails. I will link her down below. And this is my list. So I have the laptop here, which has everything written down on it. The first prompt is a book with a blue cover. I have chosen A Castaway in Cornwall by Julie Klassen. This is my first Julie Klassen book. I got it in last month's book haul. I got a lot of these books last month's book haul. It's very good for me. I'm looking forward to reading it. The second prompt is a book you keep looking at but not picking up. This one is on my Kindle. It is Cairo Curse by Pepper Basham. I have started Cairo Curse a couple of times. I'm about 50 odd pages in. Nothing wrong with this book. I'm just getting distracted by other things. I will finish it in April. Come back. Book number 3, A Bird on the Cover or in the Title. This was so hard for me. I don't yet own the book. It will be coming here shortly. It is a novel proposal by Denise Hunter. It releases at the end of March, beginning of April. And then I will read it. I probably searched for 2 hours to find a book, any book, that had a bird on the cover, in the title. There was nothing in my personal inventory. There was nothing in my Kindle. I found something. I'm going to read it. It's going to sit on my shelf forever. I'm so proud of having found something. Book number 4, Reread an Old Favorite. As you know, I don't reread books. So I'm going to change this one up a little bit. It's in keeping with my reading goals for 2023, which is my personal reading challenge, which I will link that video down below. So I'm going to read a new to me author, and I'm going to read Colleen Cobles' The Inn at Ocean's Edge. This is the first in the Sunset Cove trilogy. And I just want to be at the beach. This cover just makes me want to go to the beach. So, looking forward to that. Number 5, a book that smells nice or set in Easter time, which I have many books that smell nice. That was far too easy in a prompt for me, so I, of course, went for the difficult one. And I chose a book set in Easter time, which, of course, I didn't have a personal book in Christian fiction. Yes, I know Katie said you could use secular fiction, but I was trying to keep this all Christian fiction set at Easter time. But I do have one on my Kindle, thanks to Kindle Unlimited. It is Her Unlikely Hero by Valerie Comer. And it looks very interesting. So, and I think, if I remember correctly, it's even Catholic fiction at that, which I think I have to do a whole nother video about, because Catholic fiction is incredibly difficult to find. Prompt number 6, Flowers on the Cover. This one I know I hauled last month from the library sale. And that is Karen Kingsbury's The Baxters. And this is the prequel novel to The Baxters. And you can see all the little flowers lining the way. I am looking forward to this. It shouldn't be a difficult read. It's not overly long. It's not overly dense writing. It sounds like fun. Prompt number 7, Read a book that has new life. Now, this could have fit for the bird prompt too, but it's much more in keeping with the new life prompt for me. It's also by Karen Kingsbury, and it's Someone Like You, and it has the eggs in the nest. Thought this was a perfect interpretation of Katie's prompt for new life. What is more symbolic of new life than eggs in a nest? Prompt number 8. Read a book that gives you sunshine feels. This also last week. Oath of the Brotherhood by Carlo Lariano. This is Celtic inspired fantasy. It's labeled as Christian. It has been on my interest list for a while. So again, another title I'm very much looking forward to. Prompt number 9. Read a short book, one under 250 pages. This was a huge challenge for me. I don't own any books under 250 pages except one, which I'm already reading for something else. It's secular, sort of, middle grade fiction, not counting that one. I do, however, have a novella that Carlo Loreno sent me. It is on my Kindle, and that is The Brick House Cafe. It is, I believe, 166 pages. Fits that prompt perfectly. It is, I believe, related to her new book, which releases in April. And the final prompt is a first book in the series, and I am choosing Recorder by Kathy McCrum. This is the first book in the Children of the Consortium series. I was going to read this from Middle Grade March. When I found Katie's Readathon, I bumped this into that. I know that book 2 was up for a Christie Award in 2022. I am looking forward to this. Who doesn't love a good Christian science fiction book? So I have 2 other choices that could have made this list and might possibly make this list if something else doesn't work. The first is Colleen Cobles' Edge of Dusk. I know I said I was going to read this in March. I may still, depending on how my brain is what it's wanting to read as March concludes. If not, it may work for the Spring into Christian Reading Challenge. And the second choice is James Byron Huggins' Sorcerer. And both these are very high on my list of things to read. I will link all of the authors and books down below like always. I will link my blog down below. I will link to Katie's social media and the post in particular about the readathon. I hope you all join me and join Katie